One of the most exciting things we have is our whole respiratory business, with from device to molecule, and then increasingly also innovation in devices, which we are able to now do, and we can see what we can do with a lot of other, because we've also had partnerships with inventors and our own
Vendors.
IP, correct, and that's all now coming to fruition. The other thing is we also have to keep an eye for into the future. So what we've done is we've created Cipla New Ventures, and we've got a very one of our very responsible general managers to run that. And within that we've got he's assembled a absolute terrific team of experts in, let's say, biologicals. We already have several
Ventures, that partnership,
right, but now we are really expanding further. And the remit for Cipla New Ventures is that they will almost act like a private equity or a venture capital fund, and they will keep looking at opportunities. They're already working on several. We already have several assets in biologicals. We also have some presence in stem cells, and also for them the remit is to create businesses that can be spun out or spun in as independent business units.
Okay.
We had 100 products in the pipeline. 6 months ago, we now have 180. So the whole, refresh and focus on R&D pipeline. I mean, in the end, the engine is all R&D, right? This is pharmaceutical. So we've had that. We are quite comfortable, and it's still just the beginning. So we can, really unleash. We've got terrific team. Almost if you look around our every room, the number of products we have, 24,000 SKUs is the largest number I've ever seen. I mean, they say the widest range of therapies for any pharma company. So on one hand you could say, oh, that's why you're inefficient, are you? Well, of course you should constantly cut the tail and wherever you can do it without affecting patients. You need to make sure that certainly we don't find a lot of people don't have access to medicines while the volume may be small. So we are very concerned on that spot. But there is a lot of rationalization that can happen. But on the other hand, the benefit of that is the teams are ready to produce very diverse set of products. They can innovate. They can bring products to market. In some cases, it's all about the delivery device or the system or the mechanism which makes a big change for the patient. We are looking at the whole portfolio. So I believe our portfolio management has come of age very rapidly, and that is now allowing us to come up with. So we already have in plan, but we've not finalized which one will be the next big therapy area. There are several. We obviously are present in all, but which one will make up to becoming? So that is in progress, because the other is the respiratory. The way they have now created a global team. And they're managing this whole matrix organization. See, these are things that multinationals took 10 years to establish.
Right,
So we have to pace ourselves. So we are pacing ourselves. Respiratory is the first one out of the block. I'm quite amazed at, when I go back to my experience in Cadbury, for example, the struggle to establish a global chocolate category and then give a geographic general manager the right, who makes the portfolio call, who owns the people. All those minor things are not easy to do. What a Procter & Gamble did in 99 and has established the global benchmark in that, how the whole global geographic versus. So I think what we've achieved in few months in respiratory is actually quite amazing, and the focus it brings, the thinking and sharing of expertise. We've got respiratory experts covering all of LATAM, sitting in Miami, to one person sitting in Morocco, who knows respiratory for all of North Africa, another gentleman in Europe, who understands, and then all these under the respiratory group, real people who know exactly how the respiratory world moves. So to get all that and to give them a meaningful global platform is what this horizontal categories are about.
Okay.
So we need to now pick the next few. So rather than, it will be premature for me to tell you which ones, because we are prioritizing, and we've got a couple of them which we need to now raise up and make them as true horizontals.